Let me pull this up. FEMA official says not as destructive as expected. Now, if you are on the coast, it was bad. Anna Maria wrecked again.
It's always bad on the coast.
Yeah, over there, not good. You can see here this house behind Vince is leaned over. People have feet of beach sand in their homes. Terrible, terrible. That's not what this is about. This is about Central Florida. You can see here the purple is where it got up to Category 5. I think max winds were like 180 or something, 175 or something like that. Absolutely just mind-blowingly terrifying. Over here, weekend, there was an eyewall replacement. Got back up to a Category 5 again. And then by the time it got over to us, really a Category 1.
I hate to say this, but a Category 1 for somebody who grew up in Florida, that's when you bring out the wine coolers and pop some popcorn and just watch the wind.
Watch the wind, yep. That was basically all it was. We got really lucky. North Lakeland, there is some flooding. A lot of the rivers are at all-time high flood stages right now over the Alafaya, Manatee River, all that. There is still water going on, but that's why, for hurricane purposes, I like living here in Central Florida because we're out of it. Do we get localized flooding? Yes, we do. I've talked about it in a lot of my videos. When you guys call and ask me that question, I tell you that. Storm surge is what is so deadly. You hide from the wind, you run from the surge. I'm not going to talk about hurricanes the whole time because I think my last live video, we did one right through it. I didn't do one through Milton because I thought it was going to be terrible. I went to bed as the eye went over us, and I didn't wake up till the next morning when it was gone. My wife was a little bit mad at me.
Well, that's why when you look at the coast there, and then you look at where we are, 70 miles from the coast. When you have the people on the news talking about how bad a hurricane is going to be and evacuations and all of that, primarily they're talking about the coast. Yeah. They're not talking about Central Florida unless they're talking about Central Florida.
Right.
And so, I try to tell people, look, Central Florida is kind of the redheaded stepchild when something hits the coast, because the coast is going to be hit the hardest, no matter what part of the coast you're at.
Yep.
That's where people are going to get hurt. Central Florida, unless you're stupid enough to go out and play with live wires or stand under trees during the middle of a hurricane.
Not going to be terrible.
Which happens. But, that's kind of the whole deal. And the other thing, too, and I just wanted to kind of like run this by you. A lot of people don't know that North Lakeland, almost like as you get really far north, it sits almost in green swamp.
Yeah, well, the green swamp.
So it's all lowland.
Yeah, this is some of the pictures from Lakeland today.
Exactly.
Right after where, there is some localized flooding, but this isn't the whole entire area. Yeah, some people do require flood insurance. That's something when we're looking at homes, we can see what flood zone they're in. You meet somebody's goat got out here. You can see goat out running around crazy. Trees down. This happened. This is the kind of stuff that does happen. This, looked like a retention pond burst, came through. So yes, there is some flooding. You got a trailer back here that's got some water up to it. This is still an active problem right now. I was seeing something on Facebook where now this actual community, they're getting evacuated because they're getting sewage.
Yeah, sewage is mixing in
with water, so they're getting people out of there. But again, this is kind of what happened here. That is terrible for that homeowner, but most of us had, very light damage. We got lucky, but anyway, we'll get past this. Don't want to talk about hurricanes. I did it for an hour and 20 minutes before Helene. We did get lucky. We are going to talk a little bit about what's coming and what is new here in Lakeland for a restaurant, because I love eating.
You can tell that I love eating probably more than my friend Ben does.
Yeah, I don't know. I love to eat. So there is a couple that stand out to me. K-Pot. Have you been to K-Pot over in Lakeside Village?
Yes.
I love it.
That's absolutely fantastic.
I am a huge fan of the hot pot. Not a big fan of the barbecue.
I like the barbecue.
It was okay, but I love the hot pot. And if you guys go, you have got to get the healthy herb broth. I'm telling you, I've been like 5 times.
I have not done that yet.
Healthy herb broth is by far the best. Peach House opened up. My wife actually went there, and that used to be what was it? Red Door. I think Red Door closed down. Peach House came in. She said that they had some very good cocktails.
Really?
Some snacks. We went back to check it out one day, and they were closed. I think it was like a Monday or something like that. So a lot of new stuff coming in. Poor Bear Coffee, Cafe Zupina. I wouldn't really call that new. They just moved. They were south of the Polk Parkway on South Florida Avenue. Now they're downtown where Cafe Ruti was. Right in there by MoFed, which is one of my favorite downtown Lakeland restaurants.
There's a lot of coffee shops.
A lot of coffee shops. Some Indian restaurants have come in. I've seen Curry Leaves. I've heard good things about Curry Leaves, but I have not tried it. Lots of stuff going in here. A Boneyard. That sounds an awful lot like Winter Haven. Yeah, Winter Haven. It's here. It's open. Maritime. Exactly. I love Maritime. Super good seafood spot. Lake House Kitchen. Great Mexican restaurant. We even tried Hemingway's Kitchen, I think it's called. Cuban food, a little bit pricey for what it was. Lunch for me and my wife was $60.
That's a bit pricey.
That's a bit pricey.
Especially for, well, I mean, if you're getting lechon asado, the Cuban roast pork,
it was,
and whole meal. But that's lunch.
I don't want to bash on it because it's new. They might get it fixed, but it was not all that for me.
The interesting one to me is Crab Daddy's. Go back up right there. Surf and Turf.
Okay.
That looks, I don't know if it's open already or if it's getting ready to open, but
I think
that
these
looks
are open because the next ones are coming soon.
Okay, so this is open. That looks really interesting to me.
Yeah, have to check that out. We'll report back. The Speakeasy here, La Gran Marala. Haven't been there. Speakeasy over off of Edgewater. You got to go through a Coke machine.
Oh.
Pretty cool. Haven't been there. Need to check it out. Maybe this weekend.
Well, Crab Daddy's got me with shrimp and grits because I love shrimp and grits.
I am a big shrimp and grits fan. And then you were talking about
I was talking about Hakucho. I like that whole small plate concept.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like when you go to a Cuban home, they don't serve you everything at once. They serve you a little bit at a time, kind of trickle it in, and that way you can decide when you're satisfied. And I love that concept.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things working their way in over here in Lakeland. Mootown Scoops, the joinery expansion. I didn't even know about that until right now. That is pretty exciting.
I did not know that either.
Look at that. We all learned something new. Right now, joinery is getting larger. Where does this take us to? Another page here.
Oh, wow.
Joinery, what are they doing? Getting in the parking lot, looks like? Rearranging the parking lot, maybe? They are. They're getting into the parking lot.
They're making a whole new section.
Yep. The smokehouse is right out here. So now they're building out there. That's pretty cool. Moving the parking lot.
Very cool.
That's pretty exciting.
And the extra parking is going to be awesome because when you go there, it's just tough.
Yeah, it is tough to get in there, but pretty cool there. That's opening, not sure. I haven't been to the joinery in a little bit. What else here? Another coffee shop. A lot of coffee shops coming to Lakeland.
And a bunch of ice cream places, too. That's interesting.
So a lot of cool stuff coming there. Speaking of the joinery, we let the dogs out coming there Saturday, October, the Saturday coming up. Bring your dog to joinery. Let them socialize with some other pups. So pretty cool stuff going on over here in Lakeland. Love the joinery. Really excited that it's expanding. It'd be interesting to see what's going to go in that new building there, but pretty cool. 11 to 2. Bring your dogs over to joinery. Get some food. Have a cocktail if you want. Beer. They've got the little bar in there. Hang out. They've got a little gift shop with some flowers and some plants. Pretty cool place to check out and spend an afternoon right by downtown. Then you go walk around the lake.
Oh yeah.
Wear the pup out.
Oh yeah.
And have a good little afternoon there.
And especially now that the weather's cooling off.
Yeah. Today's cold.
The dog's going to be happy. You're going to be happy. It's not going to be freaking 97 degrees outside.
It was 59 outside this morning.
I know, man.
My house. What is it right now? 68.
Well, we lost power during the hurricane. Not that we want to get back on the hurricane again.
Want to get back on
but it was like 65 degrees at night. We had all the windows open. It was bliss.
Yeah, it was. That part of it was nice. So, talking about the I-4 corridor conference that they just had, rapidly growing. I mentioned this. Tampa, Orlando coming together all along I-4. That is what we talk about in, let me jump over here real quick. I'll pull up a map. In case you're not familiar with the area, let me zoom out from Central Florida here a little bit. This I-4 corridor all along here, Tampa, Orlando, the I-4 corridor connects them, and the whole Lakeland.
Yeah, and you can
City,
see
everything.
here. You can see here the yellow and the red are where heavy traffic is. As you get closer towards the middle,
Disney and all that is over there.
it's pretty steady, no big deal, and then you get towards
back up
Tampa.
over here.
So I think the goal here is to expand all of this, keep the traffic flowing, and then have more businesses and whatnot coming in.
Here, and that's what a lot of you guys are interested in. Between basically Plant City and like Poinciana, Kissimmee, because we have a lot of stuff going on here. We just talked about all the stuff in Lakeland. Because I had it all, we found a good post with everything in it instead of having one little article here about this restaurant and this restaurant. But Lakeland's really got a lot going on. A lot of you guys are reaching out about Lakeland because it is more affordable. Traffic, you can see there is not a whole lot of red on the interstate over here like we get over to this. This is just
It's a mess.
Always a
It's a mess.
disaster
It's
driving.
always a mess. There and Orlando.
Yep. So right now it looks like Tampa is a little bit worse in red versus Orlando, which is interesting. But over here by Celebration, always traffic. That is, Lake Buena Vista, Disney's right there, all SeaWorld's right in here. This is just a humongous everything going on all the time. So yeah, traffic is a little bit worse. But that's the I-4 conference. That's what they were kind of talking about, is we need more commercial space. We're getting a lot of new homes, a lot of new multifamily, a lot of new apartments, a lot of new hotels, and there is just not enough here. They're saying 20 spaces in the entire market, quality spaces that you call Class A or B for Home Goods, Marshalls, Ross, and they don't want the old 1970s stuff that's there. So we've got to build enough retail. So cost of land is kind of what's holding that up right now, but that's what.
Well, we've got to build more infrastructure as well.
Yeah.
Because there's so many homes being built, which we need. Mm-hmm. We've been behind nationally, 5 million homes a month.
Yep.
So we need to have those homes built. Mm-hmm. But the problem is we're building the homes before we're dealing with the infrastructure.
Right.
And
it's always lagging though.
It's always lagging, and I know, but still, you would think that by now people would figure it out.
Yeah, let's try a little bit better. But
know,
I-4 Express is getting there, and one day it'll happen. One day. I don't think so.
But, I look at you like that because I grew up in Tampa, and so far they've never stopped building or adding on to 275.
Yeah,
and
they
the
get done,
Malfunction Junction.
They start over. They get done. They start over, and that's what's happening with Orlando. But it's just going pretty much everywhere. So that's what they're working on. There was a bunch of big shots over there talking about what can we do to make this better for everybody coming in. And then I should have had this a minute ago. 25th anniversary Lake Mirror Classic Car Show coming in to Lakeland this weekend. We got ads all over the place. I need to get an ad.
I've been to that, and that is awesome. That's
this weekend.
Awesome car show.
I meant to have that before we got off the Lakeland stuff, but right here on Lake Mirror, this is right by downtown, so you can come check out the cars after dinner or go have dinner, come over, check them out. This is a very cool thing. And
with the weather that we're having right now, just taking a walk for dinner, coming back and hanging out at the car show,
checking it out.
That would be so awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right there. And then my wife and I actually got married right at these gates. Right in here. I can pull up a wedding photo right there on Lake Mirror. Little trivia that a lot of people probably don't know.
I hope you caught that. That was pretty quick.
Yeah, it did go.
It was like a
flying everywhere. And come back in right at those gates are where we got married. So I love Lakeland. Very cool. A lot of stuff coming in Lakeland. We talk about it a lot. Cool stuff going on. Ads all over the Daily Ridge. This is a Lake Wales thing, but just a ton of cool cars coming in. Over 400 classic exotic muscle cars, hot rods, everything. Line in the streets. Walk around. Go to the joinery. It's right by the joinery. Check that out.
Oh, yeah.
Check out Hollis Gardens. I mean, you can make this a multi-day event if you want to.
Some of the cars there.
Yep.
Some of the cars there are so cool.
Very awesome. So Lovebirds opened up.
Really?
Here in Winter Haven. Lovebirds owner is opening up Grievous Angel in Lakeland. I should have had this over. I'm all disorganized. But Lovebirds, if you haven't been to Lovebirds, go to Lovebirds.
Oh, I've been to Lovebirds.
Fried
Lovebirds
chicken,
is
grilled
freaking
chicken.
awesome.
It is delicious. They open up in Winter Haven. They've been busy since they've opened. It's been over a month. He's opening another restaurant in Lakeland, downtown.
He better know what he's doing, because if he closes Lovebirds, I'm going to find him.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing.
I hope so.
So yeah, we're
But
jumping
that
all
is
over the place
delicious.
here.
I mean, Lovebirds, their chicken is just so good. And it's hot and fresh.
Yep. After this, I'm probably going to go get Lovebirds for dinner, I think. It's making me hungry. I was already a little hungry, but now I'm really hungry.
Now you're starting. All this food has got you going.
So I should have had that over there earlier, but yeah, guy knows what he's doing. I think I even had a friend of mine tell me that he was opening a Lovebirds in Nashville.
Really?
Yeah, so not sure when or where, but that is something that's coming up. But talking about Lakeland food enough. The reason you guys are here probably watching is for the new construction discounts.
And there are a
price
ton
cuts.
of them.
I've got printouts here. We're going to talk about this for a little bit. So sorry if there's not a whole lot here for you to see. I'll go through some of these pictures as we're clicking through this. And speaking of a price cut, this one, the first one that I had, already went
pending.
So this one here in Murata, I love the Murata community. That has that 15-acre lagoon. We've talked about it on a live before. If you're moving down here and you are afraid of sharks or alligators, being in the lagoon is like being at the beach. This thing is enormous. The water's clear. It's sandy. This one here, D.R. Horton, this one had a $27,000 price cut down to $454,990 and is under contract. 4-bedroom, 3-bath with a pool. And D.R. Horton, I have some more notes here. They are also offering a 4.99% rate. So on top of that buy down, on top of up to $18,000, on this one, $25,000 in closing costs.
Exactly.
They had that big price cut.
Do me a favor. Pull up when the price cut happened.
These price cuts, they have been working these down. This one happened on the 16th and went under contract on the 17th, which is today.
So, okay.
Yeah, they've been bumping it down.
So, yeah, a lot of the builders now, to the end of the year, they're offering huge discounts because they have inventory that they want to sell.
Yep.
And if they can sell that inventory before the end of the year, it makes them look really good.
Yeah.
You know?
The shareholders like that when they have a better
You'll
final
see,
quarter.
as Ben continues to walk you through all of this, you're going to see the price drops. Now is a fantastic time because prices are falling. They're giving you huge interest rate discounts. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yep. This one here, North Lakeland, Ironwood. I've got a video for that. If you guys are interested in any of these, let me know because I probably have done a video for it.
Oh, yeah.
I've been all over this place. This one, only $8,000 reduction, but they are still doing price reductions on some of their move-in ready inventory. So this one, 2,100 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, North Lakeland. This is down to under $200 a square foot for a brand new home with a warranty. This is Taylor Morrison. They're doing a bunch of beautiful homes. The Ironwood community. Taylor Morrison, I don't think I have an update on them. They're the one that I didn't get the update from because there's not many Taylor Morrison builder or reps run around out here because they don't have as many communities as some of the other ones. $8,000 off is not bad. This one, Wesley Chapel, this is up by Murata. This is in River Landing.
Yeah.
This one had a price reduction of $60,000. That's 9%.
9%. That's huge.
Another Taylor Morrison here. So
what did it start out at?
617. This one started out at 667.
Yeah. So that's a huge discount.
4.3, and I'm not going to be able to reach over here. Your monitor's in the way. It's way out of the way. And they're not going to have good pictures anyway.
There you go.
Because it's just the rendering. Here's what that one's going to have. I wish they would do better than this.
There we go.
Yeah, this is a little bit better. So kind of gives you an idea. This is the model. But they're doing the different backsplashes. So I like this builder. like this builder, especially when you're getting $60,000 off. This one, and it's only been on the market 9 days. So they are, hey, come do this.
Interestingly, it's only been on the market for 9 days,
Mm-hmm.
and they've already dropped the price.
Right.
So don't let the fact that it's a brand new home on the market make you think that there's not a deal there.
Yeah, there can be deals had. That's we gotta get there and see. I mean, it depends on when you're buying. If it's move-in ready, more of a deal.
Yeah.
If you're getting early on, probably not going to get a deal.
Exactly.
Especially with like KB Home, where you can customize stuff. If you're getting your lot early, and you're like, oh, I want to extend the garage, and I want to add the extra windows, and I want the tub instead of the shower instead of the tub, not going to get it.
No.
Yeah, you're
But
early
if
on.
it's
they
move-in
got
ready, you can work a deal.
Especially if it's
And we could definitely help you work a deal.
We can help you. 863-333-5053. Same number as always. What do we have here? This one, Murata Townhome. So back to Murata. I love Murata, if you can't tell. This one is $5,000 off, getting you under $260,000. Now this one it is a townhome, so there are CDD and HOA dues, but you have access to the lagoon.
Show a picture of the inside. Because
you
remember the townhome that we were trying to get sold?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like this. This is beautiful. Now, granted, that townhome for what it was a beautiful townhome.
Yep.
But this is amazing.
Yeah.
And honestly, the prices were about the same.
Yeah. This is I mean, even this one this one's on Lagoon, but if you are over in Davenport, I think these are going for $360.
Oh yeah.
Just because you're closer to the mouse.
Exactly.
Not knocking on the mouse, because the mouse is a huge draw. You guys love the mouse. That mouse adds $90,000 to the cost of the townhome.
Oh yeah.
Being over there closer to the mouse.
The closer you get, you start getting up into Dr. Phillips, Celebration, all of that, and it goes up 120, 130,000.
Yeah, it gets up there.
It gets way up there.
Another one in Murata. So, guys, if you are considering Murata, call me. This is a D.R. Horton Hayden 5-bedroom, 3-bath. This one is $23,000 off with $25,000 towards closing costs.
That's a stunning deal.
Yeah.
And I just did a video on my channel about the Hayden. It's a gorgeous home.
Yep.
Absolutely gorgeous home.
Yeah, I don't think they have pictures of the lagoon in here. I could pull it up, but you can go and find that video. You need to go there and make a video of there because you'll fall in love. I would like to move up there. $23,000 off. They are ready for you guys to come in here. This one running a little bit farther north, still D.R. Horton. This one is, how much is this? $36,000 off. That gets you under $400,000. In Clearmont, still pretty close to hopping over to those parks. Not Davenport close, but
it's actually it's east of Davenport.
It is
Northeast?
Kind of north. It's on 27 running up, so it's
right.
north.
So it's just north.
Yeah, pretty much just north. I'll show you where it is. Here, let's pull this up while we're looking and zoom out here. So this is up. I remember driving 27, going up through Clearmont, growing up, living here, and there was just nothing.
Oh yeah,
and it is just absolutely going crazy. So, Four Corners, Davenport's down here. It's just a little bit
northeast of Davenport,
and there is a major road that they're working on connecting. I think it's this one right here.
Yeah. 351.
When they bring this in, it's going to cut your travel time to the parks in half. So there's going to be more content on the Clearmont area coming. But you guys want stuff towards Tampa. I'm trying to go everywhere, and there's so much to cover for you guys. There's people that want to be closer to the beach, people that want to be closer to the parks.
Right.
And this is, a good option, especially being $36,000 off, plus, D.R. Horton probably $20,000 in closing costs. D.R. Horton 4.99 rate. So rates are back up. I saw when I looked, I think it was Tuesday, 6.6. Rates are back up 6.6.
Some of the buy downs are incredible. Matter of fact, some of the builders are buying down the CDD from 180. Casa Fresco is doing to 120.
Yep, buying it down, saving you money.
Yeah, and Casa Fresca has homes. Their Bold series, I believe, it might even apply to all of them. First year 199,
Yep,
1.99% interest rate. Second year 2.99. Third year 3.99. You cannot beat a deal like that, and they're still giving away 6% worth of flex.
Yep.
So they'd have flex cash for you to be able to do whatever you want to with, whether it's buy down.
Yep.
Not buy down your rate, but pay for your closing costs and other essentials, or your down payment, or whatever the case may be. 6% is a lot.
A lot of options. I mean, that's the maximum allowed on most loans, 6%.
Yeah.
That's what
So
they're doing.
the kind of deals that we're getting on these new homes is just phenomenal.
What they want you to do is to call us.
You
we
got
can bring
to.
you out there. Yep.
Yeah.
Davenport, more condos in Davenport. These aren't that bad. These must be a little bit farther south. These are probably south of I-4. Brentwood is south 279. These are, what is that address? I have all the numbers down. This is $15,000 off. Another D.R. Horton. So these, I think, on the townhomes are like $18,000 closing costs. They're not giving them away, but they're trying.
Yeah, they're trying.
They're trying.
But still, I mean, when you look at what you're getting, especially that close to the mouse, 279 is still a steal of a deal.
Right, that's not bad, and that is right down here, not far from I-4. Come out 27, go up. Posner Park is right here.
Yep.
If you're looking for it and it's not in Posner Park, you probably don't need it.
You just jump right there and you go. And that means you're close to Kissimmee, Point Siena, St. Cloud,
All
Mickey
that
Mouse and all of the attractions, all the
sneak
stuff.
up on all of it. It is a piece of cake to run over there.
Oh, yeah.
That one, $15,000 off. And I could have pulled a ton of these. I'm not going to bore you guys with going over it. I have 9 picked out. Here is one in Waimama, a little bit south of Tampa.
Yep.
Down to 469. That is $48,000 off for 2.5, 3-car garage. Guys, I am a sucker for a 3-car garage. You actually had a call showing somebody a super garage this weekend.
Right.
3-car garage with the RV bay here in Winter Haven. They're running out of them, so hopefully you can get them in and make a deal for them.
Yeah, the only thing you've got to watch out for in the area around Riverview and Waimama is some of the homes they're really pushing to have solar installed.
Yeah.
And solar can be a mixed blessing.
Yep.
It can be good on one end, but when you go to resell, it can be a
Really
nightmare.
Yep.
So you need to talk to us about that before you decide that you want to get involved in a solar system.
Yeah.
You could be looking at $40,000-$50,000, and that could be like an anchor if you ever have to sell your home.
Right. Yep. That's typically not good, but that's just me. And I don't have any other specific details on Lennar. I'm sure they are offering more than that, but I can call our builder rep if you guys are interested in any of these or the neighborhoods. Let us know. We can get you in touch. Then running back over here to Winter Haven, $24,000 off, under $300,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, brand new 1,500 square foot house.
Under 300 right now in this market is
a big deal for a new home, not a resale that's got a 8.5-year-old roof.
Exactly.
Where you're about to have to spend $10,000.
Everything is brand new. All your appliances, your roof, your water heater,
everything,
plumbing, everything is to code.
Yep.
And it's interesting because when you look, and I don't want to keep bringing this up as far as the hurricane goes,
hurricanes.
But when you keep looking at the newer homes and how they have stood against the winds from the hurricanes, as compared to some of the homes,
resales,
not a lot of them, but some of the older homes that hadn't been maintained that well,
right.
It's just a huge difference.
And the underground utilities.
Oh yeah,
the underground utilities is a big deal because that is what got most people. Now, not all of them, because you can still have the main lines coming into the neighborhood are not underground,
right.
But within the neighborhoods, they are typically now all brand new underground utilities. So you have a much better option for surviving with power. I had to listen to a generator run for 3 days. It'll drive you crazy. That noise is very aggressive. I think I'm going to sell my non-inverter generator and get an inverter generator because they're like 20 decibels quieter, and
right.
That makes a humongous difference.
Oh, it's terrible, man.
So if you guys are considering it, call me. I've been through these hurricanes. We've been through these hurricanes. I can tell you what you need to get ready for a hurricane because they happen, and they're getting stronger.
We both grew up here. We've been through many of these things, and we know when to fear it, and when to just be prepared for it.
Actually, on Facebook for this one, for Milton, a lot of my Facebook friends that live here and have lived here, they left.
Yeah.
Because when they saw Category 5 coming, I said, that's over my safety threshold. I said, there's no way it's going Category 5, drop back down, Category 5 being that far away. It's got to weaken. It cannot keep that up. Luckily, it couldn't. So it came down because it hit here as a Category 5. It would have been a different story for us if it would have hit Tampa as a Category 5 or south of Tampa.
Well, it probably would have hit us as a Category 3, which would have been bad enough.
It would have been not good.
Yeah, it would have been not good. And I've been through Category 3 before. Yeah. I've actually been through a few of them, and they're not fun.
It's not fun.
But again, if you stay inside,
don't go
if you're in a flood zone, leave. Get the heck out of Dodge. But if you stay inside, I mean, the most you're going to get is probably a lot of wind, maybe some loose tiles, maybe even your roof lifting.
Some shingles
gone, that kind of a thing. But if you're in a decent home, especially one of these beautiful brand new homes, there's not as much to worry about here in the middle of the state.
Right. In our opinion, we're not hurricane experts.
Exactly.
We're not builders, but having gone through this
is general opinion from experience.
Yep. And we were over at Hawthorne Ranch. I was talking to the builder up over there. He had, through Helene, 10 inches of water in his house. Lost power because it was on the old 70s house, and I'm not hating on 70s houses because there's a lot of them. You can get good deals with those. I am going to talk about that because I talk a lot about new construction right now. If you're looking for a good deal, find a house that you like that's been on the market for 60 days, make them an offer.
Yep.
Because a lot of these people are ready to be done. Some of them have already bought their next house, especially if it's a vacant resale. Make them a freaking offer. Ask for closing costs. If they have solar, ask for the solar loan to be paid off, because a lot of them have the equity and it's sitting there because most people are looking at these new homes because of that, the buy downs and the incentives. It is very, very, very hard to argue with the deals that you can get on these new construction homes.
Oh yeah. Now's a great time because if you can get in before the end of the year and have us go sit with you at a builder and talk to the rep, and you really do want to have representation. I think that's something I want to kind of talk about real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
A lot of people will say, well, why do you need representation when you go to a builder? And I'm going to tell you a quick story as to why. I have a customer that came from Ohio. They sold their home, and they asked their agent there in Ohio if they knew of an agent here in Central Florida they could work with. So the agent had a girl that he
Back to the screen here. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at, and our camera is directly in the way, so I have to scoot over here. Market watch. I'm not going to dwell on this too long because we've been going over this for a while. Last time I said I was going to do it, I did it. I've been screenshotting this for you guys so we can see what's up and what's down. New inventory. Last time I took a screenshot, we had 1,414 new listings. The last 7 days, 887. New listings are down pretty significantly. Price increases, which is a little bit weird to me right now. Last time was 95. This time it's 336 homes with price increases here in the Central Florida area. Price decrease, 1,778. But last time, 2,125. Less price decreases in the last 7 weeks than the last time that we talked about this. Back on market, deals that have fallen apart was 348, now up to 493 back on markets. Could be buyer financing problems, could be...
I've had at least 3 of mine that have had the same issue. Now I'm wondering if some of this, as far as the new listings going down, we had the interest rates, which that caused some issues. That caused a lot of issues. Mm-hmm. But we're also in an election year.
Yep.
And at the end of an election year, every single election year, it's the same nonsense.
Yep.
And so that could be another big issue that we're having right now is, as soon as the election's over, which is another reason why the new homes are so, they're probably your best bet because there's not a whole lot of homes out there. The price increases could be due to a number of different factors.
They put a new roof on because the roof was 10 years old.
Exactly.
So, and again, not saying that you can't find a deal on a resale because
there are deals out there.
Possible.
Yeah, there really are.
It's easy to find the neighborhood with the amenities that you're looking for, without the amenities that you're looking for. But if you're looking for something like a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home with a pool, I'm going to say look for resales.
Yeah, because you're not going to find pool homes right now in the new construction just aren't happening.
Yeah, not happening. And to put a pool on a new home, $80,000
at least.
$80,000.
And then the other thing too is when you're looking at retail, the whole idea of finding a deal kind of depends on how long you've been watching the market.
Right. Because
the deals right now are homes that a lot of them don't have any kind of updates.
Yep.
They have the old carpets. They have all the old, fixings.
Pink bathtub, pink toilet, green toilet. I've even seen a house with brown toilets.
You could be looking at $375,000, and then an additional 50 or 60 just to get the house where you want.
New bathroom, and then another new bathroom, and
exactly.
Oh yeah, it's a mess. So but that might be something you want to do. But it's easy, and it's a lot easier to do if you're looking for something specific and you're on a time frame.
Right.
Hey, we have to be here before March. Is that perfect house going to be on the market? Don't know. On the new construction, we can get you dialed in pretty easily.
Pretty quick.
Sold 541 over the last 7 days. Do you think that number is up or down?
Oh, I'm going to say it's down.
It is down.
It's way down.
Yep. 866 sold the last time we did this, down to 541.
Yeah, I knew it was down because I'm seeing it everywhere, man.
Yeah, it's happening. Things are still moving, just not as fast. So that's bringing inventory up. So that's price decreases are happening. Price increases are happening though. We can look at that if you guys are interested. Don, I did see that our sound went out and got it fixed. Sorry about it. Hopefully it wasn't down long.
What was the expireds from last time to this time, or did you have that?
I have that 115 up to 152.
Yeah, so we're seeing people that have overpriced their homes or have homes that don't have really the best condition.
Right.
And then lease, did you do lease too?
Lease I don't have on here. I don't follow up with leases.
Okay.
This search doesn't even include.
The only reason I ask is because, again, just like expireds, a lot of people that can't sell their homes
go ahead
and lease it.
Yep. Especially if they've got that low interest rate.
Yeah.
Pending. What do we do pending here? 1,081 last time.
Everything is down.
765. It is slowing down. I just want the election to be over. I think that bring rates back down.
Look,
Just let it be over.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Everybody's panicking over the election, but you had one for 4 years. You had one for 4 years. Pick one.
Yeah.
I don't really care at this point. Just pick somebody and let's move forward.
I'm tired of the phone calls. Tired of the spam text messages. Who am I voting for?
I'm sick of it.
Kind of over it. So
yeah, I'm sick of it.
And then another kind of in there with the expired is temporary off market. That is 282. Before that was 142. So that
looking
number
good, man.
has doubled, and that actually went up too. When I printed this out earlier, about an hour and a half ago, that was 280. Two extra have come off. People tired of showing it and not getting offers.
Yeah.
Or going to rent it out, like you're talking about. Withdrawn, that's another coming off market, but not completely off market. Probably not doing showing. That was 64 up now to 71. That was 70 earlier, up to 71. So that is still happening. Canceled. People that say, you know what? I'm just going to keep it.
Yeah.
Rent it out, or I'm going to live in it, or I'm going to let it sit empty. That number was 294. That is up to 308.
And I think a lot of times too, sellers, because we had so many years with that super hot market, that crazy hot market where homes were selling in a matter of sometimes hours, you know, a lot of them still think that that's where things are going to be. I've got a manufactured home on a third of an acre that's already under contract. It got under contract in less than a week.
Yep.
But their neighbor has a home manufactured, actually a mobile home.
Yep.
It's on the same size lot, but it is in shambles.
Yep.
It should have been listed for less than $100,000. They listed it for $157,000. There's just no freaking way. And so people still have this idea that we're back in 2020, and we're just not.
Yep. And it's really tough. If you are selling, we can help you with that too. Don't start high and come down.
Exactly.
It really is important to be priced appropriately.
Exactly.
You can't look at what happened 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years, 3 years, especially. You need to look at what has actually sold lately, because even if you came on at 450 and there were comps that were close to that, the appraisers are no, depending on the area, we're seeing it come down. So you really, if you came out at 475 and tried to chase it down, we'll negotiate. Come on where it needs to be. Say that's it.
The way that I like to explain it to my customers is, if you can think of a hill, okay, you've got a hill. When the market is going up, you want to be ahead of the market. So if a ball is at the bottom of the hill and it's rolling up the hill, you want to be slightly ahead of the market, because you want to make as much money as you can. But once it crests the top of the hill and it starts to come down the other way, you still need to be ahead of the market. If you're behind the market, you're chasing the ball.
Chasing it down.
And chasing the ball is like chasing a knife.
Yep.
It's like trying to catch a falling knife. It's just not going to happen.
Not good. So we did talk about, if you guys have any questions or anything specifically that you'd like to see, let us know. I'm going to kind of go over these price increases. We've been here for 51 minutes. I didn't think this was going to be that long, but we're here and you guys are watching, so thank you for that.
I was sweating. I was wondering if we were going to be able to talk that long.
I want to go to Lovebirds, really, but we're here for you guys. I can eat later. It's not.
He doesn't know, but he's taking me to Lovebirds.
Yeah, we're gonna. Hopefully they'll be open. I don't know if they're gonna be open when we get out of here. So yeah, you guys have questions? Let me know. I see there's a couple of you guys in here. Thank you so much for watching. We're not gonna wrap it up just yet. We're here answering questions, fixing noise problems, microphone problems. But let's just have a look at some of these price increases. There were 336, and I'm gonna move this so I can see a little bit better. Here's one that went up 38%. Let's just out of curiosity see what happened there.
Oh Lord!
They probably didn't put the zeros at the end. No, that one had what did it come on the market at? 275. So this one came on at 275, and
but does it say
they went up to 450? Maybe they added the other parcel or something. I don't know. Not the best example.
No, not at all.
But I just saw a huge.
That's a mystery right there, because that doesn't look like it should have come up at all.
Like this one in Spring Hill, 42% price increase.
Now that's a different story.
What happened here? Let's look at what it came on at. 399 went to 200, and then 349. That doesn't even make sense. What happened? History information.
Was it taken off the market?
Went.
Because I know a lot of times.
Oh, this is an auction property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what happened. They are trying to auction off to get a bunch of people to come out and look. So, see, the price increases are not humongous. Can you guys see that? I'm going to make this a little tiny bit bigger here. That better? That looks better to me. So here, Davenport up 2.53%. Chelsea Woods Providence is a 2006. I like Providence. This might be a courtyard home. I love a courtyard home.
Exactly.
Providence has them. I have a video on that too. If you guys are interested in any videos on one of the particular ones, call me, text me, set a time. I have the calendar link. It's back working again. I checked it today. Set it up. I can send you these videos of these neighborhoods that I've done. If I haven't done it and Vince has done it, I'll send you Vince's video. But this one, price increased by a little bit. Not sure exactly what happened, but I'm not going to be able to show you.
Yeah.
Let's see if this is a courtyard. They have a lot of courtyards in there. Yep, courtyard. You can see it right there. I just love that style where the house kind of hugs around the pool. Not good if you're trying to get a bunch of sun, but if you're trying to stay out of the sun, these homes
and
offer
enjoy
that.
your
Screened
pool.
in. Yep, and they give you a little bit more privacy than having it in the backyard there. So your entry door to the home is there, but you have like the front entry. These are really cool homes. I like that.
And the
style.
privacy of this is really nice, and you do get sun.
Yeah.
It's just you get it at certain times of the day, depending on how the layout is.
House is, yeah. So that one had a slight jump up to 790, which isn't really a bad price. A whole bunch here in Lake Alfred. Which neighborhood is this? Springs at Lake Alfred. This price increase. This neighborhood just opened up. This is KB Homes. If you guys are looking for good prices, $154 a square foot.
Good Lord.
That's crazy low. That's like
That is crazy. That's
new
almost
construction-
3,000 square feet right there.
Yeah, I think they were building homes around that price. 2016, that was kind of the average build
Right.
price here. This is a brand new community, and sorry, Meritage Homes, not KB Homes. Went out, I did a short video out there too for you guys. I'm trying to keep you guys ahead of the curve here. Just listed these, and they're already bringing the price up, probably because new came out at 375, went down to 365, came up to 368. So they
It's fluctuating.
that makes sense of that for me. Not sure exactly. Probably because they opened it up and realized that the location is stellar and you're very close. You can see here, easy jump to I-4, and they're going to widen this. This 557 is 2-lane. They're going to 4-lane it,
Yep.
make it bigger, and it's going to do that from the new roundabout intersection out here at I-4. So it's easy for you to jump on. You do have to deal with some traffic, but you're getting a house for $154 a square foot.
That's your skate.
Pretty good deal.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
And then you can, it's not too hard to take this curvy old Polk City Road over and jump out here on 27. A lot of shopping and stuff over there.
And if you're interested in finding out, why, just let us know. We'll find out. We'll talk to the builder and find out why they jumped the price.
Yeah, they might have given you a bigger rate buy down. They might be offering more. A lot of stuff going on.
Exactly.
But this community is just now opening. I got the realtor preview for this a couple weeks ago, so I need to go back out. I could bring up the footage from out there. You know what? Let me change you guys to where you're just. Back over of the sign going up, and there's probably going to be a bunch overlooking the wetlands out here. Beautiful new setup. It's going to be walking paths all through here. This is the model. They're building off to the right here, closer to 557. But you've got all these wetlands. There is a lot of area. Guys, when I'm putting a video together for you, this is, you can see
This is all the stuff
that I do.
Exactly.
I have to get
all
this,
the clips
I have
that
to
go
get
into
Here's
it.
the pictures. And I didn't go in because they weren't done. Here's 557, and so they are building. Stuff's going on. There is going to be an entrance over here. So there's a lot.
It's an
didn't use that
absolutely
video.
brand new community.
Brand new community coming in, but we'll get back off of that. So yeah, we'll just kind of talk about this a little bit more, a couple more minutes, unless you're done. Are you done? We could be done. How many people we got in here?
Are we good?
We got one of you watching. let us know what you want, because I'm not counting the iPad. It shows to Tampa price increase. What do you get on a $2 million price home? They'll give you $2 million home in Tampa. They're going to give you $10,000 towards closing costs. It's a one-off builder.
That's horrendous.
Yeah.
That is absolutely horrendous.
So not a lot of pictures
And
there.
it doesn't look a whole lot different than some of the homes that we've seen for $500,000 and $600,000.
Yeah. Just not in Tampa. I mean, that if you want to
But
be
it's
in Tampa,
in Tampa. I know.
we'll go to Tampa and we'll show you a $2 million house.
If you want to spend that kind of money in Tampa,
we can do
God
it.
bless you.
We
I hope
can
you got
help
it.
you do it. We can help you do it for sure.
Yeah.
And results. Let me go back over here. Cross property again. What else? So yeah, not a whole lot.
But I
Lake
mean,
Wales going up.
When you look at the difference between Polk County and Hillsborough County, Pasco County, the price differences are stark.
Yeah, it's there.
And the further
sure.
west you go, the further out towards the coast, the higher the prices get.
Yeah, same thing on the other side. Not quite as bad going over to Brevard County, but it's still there. Here's still a whole and there's small increases, kind of like the decreases. We can go back to the price decreases because that's what this is about. Looking around the camera here, price decrease, and there's a lot more price decreases.
Well, they have to.
But you can
They
see
haven't been able to sell anything
Zoom
there.
back in, you can't probably see that very good. 1.8, 3.7, 3.2.02. That's what it took $100 off or something. So yeah, just dropping little small stuff off of there. But we can find you stuff that isn't on the MLS, stuff that might be about to fall apart. I was out showing Mario, if you're watching. We were talking to I'm just drawing a blank. He's moved now. He's not at Casey. We were talking to Casey, and he was trying to get you guys in something because he thought it was going to fall apart. Ended up falling apart, so they were offering discounts because they were still trying to get it to close. Not obviously on time because it was going to have to start over with a new buyer.
Right.
But there's stuff these reps know. Hey, this might be falling apart, and I'm on all of their email lists. I get so many of them. I don't even respond to them anymore, so they probably think I'm ignoring them. But after being in these, I give them my card. They give me their. I've got a ton of these people's cards. I have them actually in a spreadsheet, so I can just call them or text them. Hey, what do you have coming up? I've got so and so. They're looking for Hawkstone. I'm doing a video on Hawkstone coming out tomorrow. If you're looking to be over there by, technically in Lithia, but Fishhawk, Casa Fresca. Talking to them. I'm like, hey, what kind of deals you got going on? We can get you better than what they're telling you. So,
And Fishhawk Ranch is a nice area. It's
a lot of stuff
close to
going over
Brandon,
there.
close to downtown Tampa, close to Riverview. I mean, it's centrally located.
Take you back out. A lot of stuff going on over there. It's 40 minutes. You can see it right here. I was doing a little bit of, I do map tours on the end of my videos. And in this video that's coming out tomorrow afternoon, I asked you guys if you want to see the map tours. I don't know if people like watching me talk about this. Right here, very easy to come over here, get on 301, 75, downtown Tampa.
Yep.
Casino, if you're into that kind of thing. Airport, beaches, a little bit farther away. Not as far as being over more towards Tampa or Orlando, but you can still get over here. But right now, you can't even go to the beaches.
Right.
Over here, they've got Anne Maria shut down, Longboat, Bradenton. I mean, it basically came right over. The eye came over Bradenton and came up. They've got Fort DeSoto over here. It's closed. You can see right here, road closed.
Fort DeSoto's a mess right now.
It is a mess. That's my favorite place to go. We love to go out, take the boat out to Egmont. It's probably going to be...
I love the kayak right off of Mullet Key.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just terrible.
It'll be back. They're going to fix it.
Oh, they will.
Just not
and
right
eventually
now.
the silt will settle down.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to kind of get in there and do what you got to do. But right now,
rearrange Bird Island over here. It's known by locals as something else, so you got to be careful when you go out there because they might not have on clothes at part of it. But something that really makes me sad. I grew up coming over here. The Rod and Reel Pier.
It's
toast.
gone. Oh,
it is toast.
That's sad. What about some of the piers in St. Pete Clearwater, like Reddington Shore Pier? And
not sure about that because this keeps popping up on my feed. This makes me sad. It is out of there. That is
absolutely horrific.
I grew up mackerel fishing out here.
Yep.
We had an aunt way back then that used to own a house, and we'd walk down here. The restaurant right at the end, you get a grouper sandwich. That place is going to be terribly missed by a ton of people. Just absolutely got wrecked. The city pier, the end of the city pier is still there, but the pier getting out to it is gone.
Oh man,
so
that's horrible.
Yep, you can see the Skyway in the back there.
Yeah, I grew up fishing all along, fishing and crabbing all along.
Mm-hmm.
You know, St. Pete, Clearwater, all in there. We used to go out to Sanibel and Captiva.
Yep.
You know, and I can't even imagine what Sanibel and Captiva look like right now.
Like going over here, day tripping, or get an Airbnb or a hotel.
Yeah.
The thing about Anne Marie is there's not many hotels or condos over there, and that's what a lot of people liked about it. But yeah, just Rod and Reel Pier, man, that was gone.
I mean, look at that; it's just gone.
It's just, I'm glad that so the Rod and Reel Pier had a building like that, 2-story. You could go upstairs, you could look out over the bay.
Yep.
And it was beautiful. This water is still all dirty because of all the flood waters coming out. But
yeah, it's just mangled.
Got absolutely demolished. So
yeah, just think about that before you decide to move to the coast.
Yeah. Not trying to talk you out of it because it's beautiful. It's just scary.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot that can go into it.
Power down, and that just makes me this especially because growing up out here, we mackerel fish off this bridge all the time.
Yep.
Snook fishing. Sunsets are stellar, and hopefully they're going to rebuild.
Hopefully.
I can't imagine
them not doing
Anna Maria and community is going to say, "Oh yeah, we're okay with you not having a Rod and Reel Pier here." Because you go out there and get a cold beer or a cocktail,
hang out on the pier,
watch everything go, watch people fishing. Just so much going on out there.
Yeah.
And it is sad. They said there's drone video on here, but yeah, it's a mess. So no more questions. 4 of you guys are still here, so we could keep going, but I mean, I'm out unless you got something you want to just talk about.
I don't think we have a whole lot more to talk about, to be quite honest with you. We planned on this.
Yep, this is about to where we go. So unless you guys have any questions, we're going to sign off. You can email us questions. If you want to do that, I will drop a quick email in the chat for you. You can... It's in the description too, or it will be when you're watching the replay. Email me a question, text me a question, comes right here to the phone, hop on. We'd love to talk to you guys about this. This is just a way that we can kind of show you
what's going on.
Yeah, what's going on over here. Hopefully it's not too boring. Hopefully we're not boring you to death on talking about price decreases, increases, insurance, hurricanes. We talked a lot about hurricanes, but hurricanes, alligators, and homeowners insurance is probably the
biggest three
most questions. Not in that order. The 3 most frequently asked questions that I get asked, probably you.